Hi everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Smackdown. Michael Cole with Ashley Williams and Corey Graves here. And today we finally we're gonna have tag team, the TWF tag team winnings here with John Morrison and The Miz. We're gonna start this out here with the dirt sheet. This should be good, Michael Cole says. We haven't had a dirt sheet on Friday Night SmackDown. I don't think we ever did. Yeah, it's been a long time, Ashley Williams says, since we had the dirt sheet. But we're gonna, since we had the dirt sheet. But we are gonna see, we are gonna see, we are gonna see the dirt sheet, and know how that goes. I wonder what John Morrison and Miz are gonna say. Ashley Williams. They're going to probably say a lot of good stuff, Corey Graves says. I know in John Morrison, they're going to say a lot of good things. In a world full of winners and losers, two men have risen high above to bring you the dirt sheet. I am John Morrison, and I got shit on my nose after I was bought from the Glassport Frisk Center. And I am your chick magnet, The Miz. Well, when you mean that, are you referring to your wife Maurice and your two daughters? Yes, I am referring to that, yes. So today on the dirt sheet, we're going to talk about tag teams, or strike teams, or hit teams, or slap teams, or smack teams. Since in wrestling that is a big thing, John Morrison says, all wrestling businesses have them, except for boxing and fighting businesses that don't do it. Yeah, tag teams are strike teams, or hit teams, or slap teams, or smack teams, and Miz says they are a big thing in wrestling. But one team definitely we don't think is really good, and that happens to be the shit-eating team of Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston, with Xavier Woods, who was out harmed still. They call themselves the New Day. And they've been a team since 2013 while, or at least 2014 while. And yes, they've won the belts many times on Raw, many times on SmackDown. But when you think of it, just how over are they? Well, apparently they're not really that over. I mean, yes, you got everybody skipping and stepping to their songs and all that shit, John Morrison says. But when me and The Miz, we became a team, we won what was at the time the WWE Smackdown, soon to be the WWE Raw team winnings, John Morrison says. And we also won what was also at the time the WWE Raw, but soon to be WWE Smackdown one. So in other words, we actually won those 2 times. We started out when we were on ECW together. And then from there went to SmackDown. Then we got split up. But we think that the New Day is our stunt and lark, The Miz says. And the true tag team you're seeing is right here, John Morrison says. That has been, whoa, Portview, Burrow, don't you be sour. Clap for your TWF strike team winners and feel the strength. And here comes Biggie Langston and Kofi Kingston now. You coming out here making fun of us, Biggie Langston says. Yeah, me, a former NXT heavyweight winner, a former WWE Enderland winner, at least a 4-time WWE SmackDown team winner, a 2-time WWE Raw team winner, and here is how you making fun of us. Yeah, Kofi Kingston says, when I won the On It Irks winnings, the Enderland winnings, the heavyweight winnings, I won all of that. The team winnings. And coming out here making fun of us, putting us down for being a glee tag team, for bringing happiness and glee to others. Yeah. and you all folks act like you're so more good than me. Well, we'd see, John Morrison. You came from Glassport Thrift Center, right? I came from Game Again. And Miz, you came from Walmart, right? But I came from Game Again. Hey, we can outdo each other. But why don't you put your winnings on the line, the Miz says. Why don't you do that? Yeah, I think you should do that, John Morrison says. Okay, that would be good to see the New Day, Biggie Langston, and Kofi Kingston fight John Morrison and The Miz, Michael Cole said. Yes, Ashley Williams said, and Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston are going to shut John Morrison and The Miz up. Yeah, Michael Cole says, I think if anyone can beat John Morrison and The Miz, it'd be Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston. I don't think so, Michael Cole and Ashley Williams. I think the New Day is going to lose to John Morrison and The Miz. Here you go. Well, Diva Talk says, here's the way I want to say it. That gave me a good thought. So today, we're going to have the TWF team winnings, the New Day, Biggie Langston, and Kofi Kingston fight John Morrison and The Miz. Well, here we go. We got the Fight Lord and the Fight Overseer, the Fight Foreman in the ring. This is for the TWF team winnings. First, they are the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston. And they are John Morrison and The Miz. Thinking, well, this fight's going to go first. And who's going to take it out first? Going to be The Miz and Biggie Langston. The Miz and Kofi Kingston, John Morrison says. And Kofi Kingston, who is a former TWF heavyweight winner, as well as a former WWE heavyweight winner too. And a body slam. And Michael Cole said, that's right, Ashley Williams said Kofi Kingston did do something that no one thought that he would do in WWE, win the WWE heavyweight wins. Oh! And Kofi Kingston right now is taking out The Miz. Well, I'll tell you right now, Ashley Williams says The Miz has said a lot of things. He believes he's this name-known show player, wrestler, whatever he wants to call himself. But at the end of the day, it's really what he's doing. Oh! And Kofi Kingston coming back, and skull-crashing finale. What was that all for? I don't know. Biggie Langston coming over. Oh, John Morrison just took down Biggie Langston. And now, watch this, Michael Cole and Ashley Williams. You're going to like this. Starship Pain. And now Kofi Kingston just tagged in Biggie Langston, who got John Morrison, the big ending. Is he going to win here? Wait a minute. Oh, skull crashing finale. The Miz just skull crash finale. Biggie Langston, Michael Cole said. How do you do that, Ashley Williams says. How do you do that? I don't know. Guess what? Corey Graves says, here it comes again. Starship Pain. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winners. And the new TWF team winners, John Morrison and The Miz. So John Morrison and The Miz are now the new TWF team winners here. They beat the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston. Michael Cole says, yes, they did, Ashley Williams said. They did beat them. So I will give them some on-look and some thanks for doing that. But at the end of the day, the way they behave is still something that's still... Oh. Shut. Well, and you gotta give our winnings out. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Ashley. I'm gonna tell you right now, Michael Cole says, I am happy that John Morrison and The Miz beat Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston here. That was made my day. You know, we might have a illness or a sickness going all over the world, you know, but at the end of the day, we got John Morrison and Miz as TWF team winners. Bring some onlook back to these winnings. Winnings that went way back to at least 1998, I believe, starting out with the outsiders Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Now, how does it look? How do we look now? We're the new TWF team winners, John Morrison says. Yes, we do. The Miz says. We've got Renee Young now. John Morrison, Miz, you just beat the New Day, Biggie Langston and Kofi Kingston, but what do you feel about the other teams you have to face? Who really cares about the other teams that we have to face? We are the TWF team winners. We beat everyone. And Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston, they may be good wrestlers, but at the end of the day, I still beat them. That's right. We still beat them. And everyone out there wonders, oh, Renee Young, ah! This is why you should be fired. Oh, you want to be a jerk, John? Anyway, Renee Young, I just want to say that Biggie Langston and Kofi Kingston could bring happiness and glee to others. But today, we're the winners. So that makes us the good tag team of this 100 years or any other 100 years. Alright, that was my talk with The Miz and Biggie Langston. The Miz and John Morrison. Back to you, Michael Cole. Renee Young is certainly knocking folks over, Corey Graves says. And she's knocking folks over. Something, Michael Cole, that you wouldn't do, or Gorilla Monsoon, or Jim Ross, or Joey Styles, or Jonathan Coachman wouldn't do, or Gene Okerlund wouldn't do, or you wouldn't do, Michael Cole, but Renee Young knocks folks over. Hey, don't be saying mean things about Renee Young, Michael Cole said. That was a mishap. You know, she had no run or any lead over that. And yes, John Morrison, The Miz, did win the TWF team winnings. But any other team that's coming after them, they got to have eyes out and looking for all these other teams coming after them. That's what I say, Ashley Williams said. Anyone can have a mishap. Even Renee Young, Ashley Williams says. But at the end of the day, John Morrison and Miz did beat Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston. Yeah, they did, Corey Graves says. And I'm happy for that. We don't have to be all going through ache every time we see the New Day out here anymore. Well, Michael Cole says, I bet you Biggie Langston and Kofi Kingston will get those winnings back one day. I don't know when, Michael Cole says, but one day they will get those winnings back, sooner or later. Well, it looks like it is all the time we got here for TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I'm Michael Cole for Ashley Williams and Corey Graves. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown. We'll see you tomorrow for main event.